pleasant, and it's a cool experience. I miss my New Yorkers. You guys know I'm from New York, so I do miss my New Yorkers big time. So guys, I don't know. So what's going on in the market? Is this BTC's time, or is it just another weekend? That is really the question for you guys. Is it BTC's time? I don't know. We shall soon see. It's great to see it get up to 9,700 for sure. But is it BTC's time? Is it Bitcoin's time? I don't know, guys. You guys tell me in the comments what you think. I don't know. Of course, we're waiting for the altcoins, right? Because that's where we'll get the biggest gains. So we need the altcoin dominance to go. But you know how it goes. The bull runs start when Bitcoin does this thing for a period of time, and then the altcoins follow, right? That's what we want, the true bull run. So we shall see. We shall definitely see. Do me a favor, another thing. By the way, guys, listen, we do a podcast. If you guys like to watch, like to listen rather, while you're on the road, check us out on all the major podcasts: Stitcher, iTunes, Spotify, all of those different things. Come check me out. It's The Crypto Siege. So it's The Crypto Siege, one word, on the podcast for sure. Really excited about that, guys. Don't forget that we're gonna have Lee from SPQR Media on the show, not tomorrow Sunday, but next week Sunday, and King Solomon is going to join him as well. So all three of us are going to be hanging out and kicking it and talking the bigger picture in the digital asset space, the big picture, because they really got excited about Generational Wealth Wednesdays. So when I was doing that or mentioned it, one or the other, they were really excited about that. So we're going to talk some traditional finance. We're going to talk DeFi. We're going to talk CeFi. We're going to talk the bigger picture. We're going to talk about the wealth strategy, not just an exit strategy. So it's going to be a cool hangout for sure. I'm looking forward to getting a chance to know those guys a little better as well. Some of the coolest in the entire digital asset space. So really looking forward to hanging out with those guys. Do me a favor, please hit the like and hit the subscribe. Share the channel with people that you know. We have to make sure that the average Jane and the average Joe gets into this space. We have to make sure of that. And we also got to let them know, you know how we said on the channel from the day the OCC mentioned what they were going to be doing with the banks and custody digital assets. We said that's not for us. That move that Brian Brooks made from the OCC, that was not about you and I. That's not for us, okay? So make no mistake about it. That is not for us. So two things. Do me a favor in the comments. Someone please explain to me what is going on with Zeus Capital and Chainlink. Like, what's going on? Has any deep diver got into this and kind of gotten out some information about, is that a FUD article against Link? Is that the truth? Who is Zeus Capital? First of all, I don't even know. Who is Zeus Capital? And why are they doing an investigative report on Chainlink? I don't even know. So, if you got anybody got some information, some inside information into whether or not this is the truth or not about Link, please, let us know in the comments, because that's some scary stuff. I know a lot of people got major dollars into Link. So we need to know what is going on there. So Zeus Capital, number one, anybody know who that is? And number two, is that article? I mean, what's the deal there? I keep seeing it on Twitter as well. So I don't know. Keep seeing it on Twitter as well. So we'll see what is the deal with that. Please, someone let me know. So let's talk about the OCC and Brian Brooks and this decision to, allow banks to custody digital assets. And the reason why I say that it's not for us, okay, number one, you got to think, you have to begin with the end in mind, right? My mentor always taught me that. You have to begin with the end in mind. And we all know that the banks, once they saw the bull run of 2017, financial institutions, banks, whatever, You could say the exchanges as well. They realized there was a lot of money to be made in this space, right? A lot of money to be made. And I asked, I pinned a comment in my video, like 2 or 3 videos ago. Do you think that the banks and the FIs are going to get into lending, crypto lending, and staking? Like, do you think that that's going to happen? And here's the question, because I believe most people are smart enough to realize that eventually the banks will get into this. The challenge is that going to be something for you and I, right? Like the masses, I'm not talking about the masses, I'm talking about, is that going to be a good thing for you and I? Early adopters, people have been in this space since 2013, 14, 15, 16. Is that going to be, that dude is in a hurry. Whoever that is, he is in a hurry. Is that going to be a good thing for you and I, right? The banks getting into lending, the banks getting into staking, are the banks going to get into, DeFi? Are they going to get into it? And here's the challenge that I see, is that the masses will participate in those spaces, lending, staking, right? All that kind of stuff with the bank, because they know the bank and they trust it, and they trust the bank. And here's the they trust the brand of the bank. And it's so funny, guys. This is why we say on the channel all the time, walk away from the 97%. Don't walk like they walk, don't talk like they talk, don't act like they act, don't read what they read, and don't think the way that they think. Because I was thinking about this earlier today. It's so amazing. I'm waiting to see how it unfolds. I'm waiting to see how many people are going to start getting into the digital asset space, because MSNBC and CNN and CNBC is going to be promoting these banks, and now that the fact that they're going to custody, right? Because old money owns the media, right? And so they're going to start promoting this, right? Start promoting it. And the masses will be, oh, okay, Wells Fargo? Hold on a second. You mean Chase, my bank? I can go get me some crypto there, right? And they will have forgotten everything that happened in 2007, that happened in 2008, and happened in 2009. They will forget about how we, the average Joe and the average Jane, bailed them out, and then they took bonuses and the millions and tens of millions of dollars on our backs. And so they will go and participate with the banks instead of participating with platforms in the digital asset space. And it's because it's really funny. The masses have a herd mentality, right? Just imagine if, not you and I'm talking about the masses, people not in this space, not early adopters in the digital asset space, not knowing that we have an opportunity to be in control of our own money, right? Not needing the banks, right? Not needing the bank, and understand that there's different ways for us to get the same benefits that come from banks, and we can do it ourselves, and not needing the banks. The challenge with the masses, and don't get me wrong, I'm excited that your next door neighbor, my next door neighbor, are going to now go buy digital assets. I'm excited about that, right? They're going to, because they're going to go buy some BTC. We need more people in the space. My challenge is with the masses is they can act a lot of times like herds, like cows, right? If the masses were elephants, it would be a different story, because elephants remember what happens to them for years and years and years and years and years. They don't forget. They don't forget, right? And so instead of doing staking on Binance, or instead of more, what I would say, even better, putting their assets on a platform like Celsius.network, where they can earn yield on their BTC, their ETH, and their XRP, they'll go hang out at the bank under the guise of it's safer. And it's already been reported, by the way. Already been reported. I think it might have been James Rule XRP, or it might have been Mark Phillips, already on Twitter, and where it says that the banks will have the option of providing your keys or taking hold of your private keys. Already. We haven't even got there yet. And they already got a little, in between the lines, the fine print is already stating that they'll be able to do something with your private keys. But that's only if you let them. That's only if you participate there. You don't have to participate there. But the challenge is the masses, unfortunately, are not elephants, unfortunately. They're like the herd. They're like the cows who just mow along. They just kind of mosey along in the same trail out, and they take the same trail in. And they don't, with their head down, don't take any time to really think about what's going on, right? But that's not you and I know. You and I know, not your keys, not your money. You and I know that. But the masses don't know that. And so, so it's, to me, it's very obvious this is where the banks are going to eventually move into. They're going to eventually move down this space, right? They're definitely going to move into lending and all these different things like that. The challenge is, can they compete, right? Are they going to give 7, 8, and 9% on your fiat dollars? Because right now in the digital asset space, the average Joe and average Jane can earn 7%, 8%, and 9% on their fiat dollars. $100 into $100 stable coin earns 7, 8, 9%, and up to 11%. Are the banks going to do that? Are they going to do that? Or what they're going to do is grab as much of the market as they can early on until the masses get turned on to that there's something better, right? What's the fees going to be like? Anybody thinking about that? What's the fees going to be like when the banks start custodying you? Are they custodying your stuff for free? Are they going to hold your assets for free? So don't get me wrong. I'm excited that Brian Brooks made the move because it will bring the masses into the space, at least a certain portion of the masses. But like we said on the channel, what we want to do is onboard them, usher them in, right? And then we move them along. We educate them on the better way and the right way. And no, you can earn some yield on your assets. Don't listen to Mr. Wells Fargo or Mrs. JP Morgan, right? And so that is the challenge we have to look at and to see with the masses going on. And again, already on Twitter, this little fine print thing, and I believe it might have been from the OCC, the article or something from the OCC, about them having access or being able to provide your private keys to other banks or some crazy thing like that. Already. So guys, do me a favor, let me know what you think about that. What do you think? I'd love to hear what you guys think in the comments about the banks now being able to custody digital assets. Are you going to allow the banks to custody your digital assets? Are you going to do that? I know I'm not. I would love to hear what you guys think. All right, guys, listen, I'm going to wrap up this video like I do all of my videos and remind you guys of this. Old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. They would rather us remain a cog in their perpetual wheel of trading our time for dollars. They don't want us to play in the same playground that they play in, where we allow our money to work for us. This is our chance to win, guys. The digital asset space is our chance to win. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating? Or are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know, that the battle for you has already been fought, and the victory is yours. Go get it. I'll talk to you soon, guys. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.